What if history's greatest secrets weren't hidden in forgotten places, but locked inside mysterious objects that no one can explain? Across the world, ancient artifacts have been discovered that continue to challenge everything we know about human civilization. Some contain writings that no one has ever been able to read. Others appear centuries ahead of their time. Even with today's most advanced technology, scientists still cannot fully explain their origins or purpose. Could these objects be evidence of forgotten civilizations, lost scientific knowledge, or are they clues to mysteries that humanity has yet to understand? Today, we're counting down the top 10 mysterious artifacts that scientists still can't explain. Stay until the end, because our number 1 artifact has puzzled experts for generations and remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. Number 10. The Voynich Manuscript. At first glance, the Voynich Manuscript looks like an ordinary medieval book. But every page reveals an impossible mystery. Filled with thousands of handwritten symbols unlike any known language, the manuscript has resisted every attempt at translation for more than a century. Its pages are packed with illustrations that are just as puzzling as the text. Strange plants that don't match any known species, unusual star charts, and mysterious scenes of people surrounded by intricate patterns have fueled endless theories about the book's true purpose. Experts from around the world, including cryptographers, linguists, historians, and even artificial intelligence systems, have tried to unlock its secrets. Yet despite decades of research, no one has been able to prove what the manuscript says, who wrote it, or why it was created. Was it an encrypted scientific guide, a forgotten language, or an elaborate medieval hoax? More than 600 years after it was written, the Voynich Manuscript remains one of history's greatest unsolved puzzles, earning its place as number 10 on our countdown. Number 9. The London Hammer. Imagine finding a simple hammer sealed inside solid rock that appears to be millions of years old. That is exactly what made the London Hammer one of the most controversial artifacts ever discovered. The hammer was reportedly found near London, Texas, in the 1930s. Its iron head and partially mineralized wooden handle sparked extraordinary claims that it had become trapped inside ancient rock over immense periods of time. Many geologists argue that the surrounding rock may have formed around the hammer much more recently than sensational claims suggest. Others believe unusual mineral deposits created the illusion of extreme age. Even so, the artifact continues to fuel debate between researchers and mystery enthusiasts. Whether it's an ordinary tool caught in an unusual geological process or something far more mysterious, the London Hammer remains a fascinating reminder that extraordinary discoveries often raise more questions than answers. That lingering uncertainty secures its place at number 9. Number 8. The Piri Reis Map. In 1929, while cataloging old documents inside Istanbul's Topkapi Palace, researchers uncovered a remarkable map that would ignite one of history's greatest mysteries. Drawn in 1513 by the Ottoman Admiral Piri Reis, it contains details that continue to puzzle experts today. What makes the map so extraordinary is its surprising accuracy. Some researchers have claimed it depicts coastlines that were supposedly unknown to European explorers at the time. Others believe parts of the map may even resemble Antarctica, centuries before the continent was officially discovered. Many historians disagree with the more sensational interpretations. They argue the map was compiled from earlier charts collected by sailors and explorers, and that the supposed image of Antarctica is more likely a distorted representation of South America. Even after decades of study, however, debate continues. Whether it preserves knowledge from even older civilizations or simply reflects the remarkable skill of early cartographers, the Piri Reis Map remains one of the world's most fascinating historical treasures. More than 5 centuries after it was created, its greatest secrets are still being debated. Number 7. The Saqqara Bird. In 1898, archaeologists exploring a tomb near the ancient Egyptian necropolis of Saqqara uncovered a small wooden object unlike anything they had expected. At first glance, it appeared to be nothing more than a carved bird. But a closer look revealed features that sparked a mystery still debated today. Unlike ordinary bird carvings, the Saqqara bird has a surprisingly aerodynamic shape. Its wings are remarkably straight, and its vertical tail resembles the design of a modern aircraft. These unusual features have led some researchers to wonder whether it represents more than simple artwork. Over the years, engineers have built replica models to test whether the object could actually fly. While some modified versions demonstrated limited gliding ability, the original artifact lacks important features needed for stable flight. Most Egyptologists believe it was likely a ceremonial object or a child's toy rather than evidence of ancient aviation. Whether it was a symbolic sculpture, a carefully crafted toy, or an object inspired by observations of flight, the Saqqara bird continues to capture imaginations around the world. More than 2,000 years after it was carved, its true purpose remains uncertain, earning it the number 7 spot on our countdown. Number 6. The Dropa Stones. Deep within the remote mountains of western China, one of archaeology's most controversial stories began to spread. According to accounts that surfaced decades later, explorers reportedly discovered hundreds of unusual stone discs inside ancient caves, each carved with mysterious spiral grooves unlike anything seen before. The discs were said to measure about 30 centimeters across, with a hole at the center and finely carved spiral markings extending toward the edge. Some writers later claimed these grooves contained microscopic symbols that recorded an extraordinary story, but no verified evidence has confirmed those claims. What makes the Dropa Stones so controversial is the lack of reliable archaeological documentation. Many historians have been unable to verify the original discovery, and no widely accepted scientific evidence confirms that the artifacts, or the dramatic stories surrounding them, are authentic. As a result, many experts believe the legend may have grown through books and magazine articles rather than established archaeological research. Whether the Dropa Stones were real artifacts, misunderstood discoveries, or simply one of the 20th century's most enduring archaeological legends, they continue to fascinate mystery enthusiasts around the world. Sometimes, the greatest mystery isn't what was found, but whether it ever existed at all. Number 5. The Crystal Skulls. Few artifacts have inspired as much fascination as the crystal skulls. Carved from clear quartz with remarkable precision, these mysterious objects have become symbols of ancient wisdom, hidden civilizations, and one of archaeology's most enduring debates. Some crystal skulls were presented as ancient treasures from the civilizations of Central America. Stories soon spread claiming they possessed mysterious powers or preserved forgotten knowledge. These legends captured imaginations around the world, but the evidence tells a more complicated story. Detailed scientific examinations revealed microscopic tool marks consistent with modern carving techniques. Many researchers now believe the most famous crystal skulls were likely created in the 19th century rather than by ancient civilizations. Despite this, their exact origins remain uncertain, and not every skull has the same documented history. Whether viewed as remarkable works of craftsmanship or objects surrounded by powerful myths, the crystal skulls continue to captivate people across the globe. Even after years of scientific investigation, they remain among history's most intriguing and controversial artifacts, earning the number 5 spot on our countdown. Number 4. The Cochno Stone. Hidden beneath the Scottish countryside lies one of Europe's most mysterious prehistoric monuments. Known as the Cochno Stone, this enormous rock is covered with hundreds of strange symbols that have puzzled archaeologists for more than a century. Stretching more than 13 meters across, the stone is filled with circles, grooves, and carefully carved patterns believed to be around 5,000 years old. Similar symbols have been discovered across Europe, yet no one knows exactly what they were meant to represent. Researchers have proposed many explanations. Some believe the carvings marked sacred rituals or territorial boundaries. Others suggest they may have mapped stars, landscapes, or important travel routes. Modern 3D scanning has preserved every detail, but the true meaning of the symbols remains elusive. For thousands of years, the Cochno Stone has silently guarded its secrets beneath the Scottish sky. Whether it was a map, a place of ceremony, or something we have yet to imagine, its message has survived, but its meaning has not. That enduring mystery earns it the number 4 position on our countdown. Number 3, the Codex Gigas. Towering above every other medieval manuscript ever created, the Codex Gigas is so enormous that it weighs around 75 kilograms. Its sheer size has inspired centuries of fascination, but it's the legend surrounding its creation that has made it truly unforgettable. According to a medieval legend, a monk facing severe punishment promised to write the greatest book in existence in a single night. Realizing the task was impossible, the story claims he made a pact with the devil, whose image was later painted across an entire page of the manuscript. Historians regard this as legend rather than established fact, but it helped give the book its famous nickname, the Devil's Bible. Scientific studies tell a different story. Experts believe the manuscript was likely written by a single scribe over many years, based on the remarkably consistent handwriting throughout its hundreds of pages. Even so, producing such a massive work by one person remains an astonishing achievement. Whether remembered for its mysterious legend or the extraordinary dedication required to create it, the Codex Gigas remains one of the world's most remarkable medieval artifacts. Its pages continue to inspire wonder, securing its place at number 3 on our countdown. Number 2, the Shroud of Turin. For centuries, one piece of cloth has inspired both deep faith and intense scientific investigation. Known as the Shroud of Turin, it bears the faint image of a man marked by injuries consistent with crucifixion. To millions, it is one of the world's most sacred relics. To scientists, it remains one of history's most debated artifacts. The image on the cloth is unlike ordinary paint or ink. Up close, the delicate markings appear to rest only on the outermost fibers of the linen. Exactly how the image formed has been the subject of decades of scientific study, with no single explanation accepted by everyone. In 1988, radiocarbon dating suggested the cloth originated during the medieval period. However, some researchers have questioned whether the tested sample accurately represented the entire shroud, pointing to possible contamination or later repairs. The dating results, along with other scientific findings, continue to be debated. Whether viewed as a sacred relic, an extraordinary medieval creation, or a mystery still awaiting a definitive answer, the Shroud of Turin continues to inspire curiosity around the world. Decades of research have revealed much, yet its greatest questions remain unanswered, earning it the number 2 spot on our countdown. Number 1, the Kensington Runestone. Could Viking explorers have reached the heart of North America long before Columbus? That question lies at the center of one of history's most controversial discoveries, the Kensington Runestone. The stone was reportedly discovered in 1898 by Swedish immigrant Olof Oman while clearing land on his farm in Minnesota. Its inscription appears to describe a group of Norse explorers traveling through the region in the year 1362. If authentic, the stone would provide remarkable evidence of medieval Scandinavian exploration deep into North America. For more than a century, experts have debated its authenticity. Some linguists argue that parts of the inscription contain language inconsistent with 14th-century Norse writing, leading many scholars to conclude that the stone is a later creation. Others believe the evidence deserves continued investigation, pointing to geological studies and ongoing debates over the runic inscriptions. Despite decades of research, no universal agreement has been reached. Whether the Kensington Runestone is an extraordinary historical discovery or one of history's most convincing archaeological mysteries, it continues to challenge researchers and capture imaginations around the world. More than a century after its discovery, its true story remains unresolved, making it our number 1 mysterious artifact that scientists still can't fully explain. From unreadable manuscripts and mysterious maps to ancient relics and controversial discoveries, these remarkable artifacts remind us that history is still filled with unanswered questions. Every new discovery has the potential to reshape what we think we know about our past. Which artifact fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into history's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Top 10 Beyond, and turn on notifications so you never miss another incredible countdown.